Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Just Adri. My name is Adriana. I'm so glad you can join me today. Alright y'all, before I begin today's video, just a fair warning, if you hear some lawnmower or saws, it's because there is both landscaping and construction going on at my neighbors' houses, so sorry about that. But anyways, in today's video, I will be reviewing the 2021 Korean drama Hello Me. Okay, so the basic story of Hello Me features a 37-year-old woman named Ban Ha-ni, and she's living a life which many would consider, unideal. She's working as a contract worker at a grocery store. She's unmarried. She's not famous at all. And her life is just simply not what she imagined it to be when she was younger. Well, after an accident, Hani is taken to the hospital, and while there, she encounters a 17-year-old girl who's also named Ban Ha-ni. Is it a coincidence? Well, I guess you could say that, maybe, but in reality, this Ban Ha-ni is the 17-year-old version of herself. So you have 37-year-old Ban Ha-ni and 17-year-old Ban Ha-ni meet in 2020 in the hospital. So of course, younger Hani, when she meets the older version of herself, is very disappointed with her life trajectory, and it's like, yo, what happened? Why are you working as a squid at a grocery store? I thought I was going to be a whole K-pop singer and a celebrity and everything, and here you are working as a squid. But as the series goes on, the younger Hani begins to understand why the older Hani life turned out that way, and then the older Hani's life is changed because of the younger Hani's presence. You'll have to see the show. I'm trying not to give any spoilers. So first, the storyline of Hello Me. If I'm looking down because we're checking my notes. The story is a pretty solid story from beginning to end. There were like several humorous moments in the show where I was just dying laughing. And then there were parts of the show where I almost cried. Like, I'm a soldier, I kept it together with this one. But there were plenty of scenes that almost brought me to tears. And I know there's this whole supernatural time travel element to the show, but despite all of that, the show is actually very relatable. Like, younger Hani, I imagine if younger Adriana were to come into 2021 and see how my life turned out, she was like, well, this was not what I was expecting at all.
I'm growing depressed. I'm growing very, very, very depressed. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I want to be nice.
Because younger me thought that I would be married and have a couple kids by the time I was 30, and I'm 31 now, and none of those have happened. So, and I'm okay with that, but younger me would have been highly upset. I love how the romantic subplot of Hello Me plays out pretty naturally. Like, granted, there were like several episodes where I was like, oh, just get together already, come on now. But I appreciate that they built up the romance as a slow burn rather than, just making them rush into things, because I feel like it fits the characters' personalities better that way. I would say that the only knock that I have against Hello Me is how the universe establishes time travel. Like, I'm trying not to give spoilers, but I'm just going to say that the time travel rules of Hello Me's universe does not make sense to me at all. Like, well, I want to get spoilers so bad, explain what I mean, but I'm just gonna say I was confused by the rules of time travel, but I digress. That didn't take me out of the story, but it was just something that kind of irked me just a teeny tiny bit. But it's really not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of the show. So okay, so let's talk about the characters. The characters and Hello Me are an absolute joy to watch, for real. So the main four characters are the older and younger Ban Ha-ni's, Han Yu-hyun, I believe I say his name right, and Anthony. And see, what I like best about the main characters in Hello Me is that they're fully fleshed out characters. Like, they have complex personalities. Like, you see their flaws, but you also see their strong points, and it's like they're not one-note characters, and you see character growth throughout all 16 episodes of the show. So I greatly appreciate character growth in my characters with a drama. That's like the main thing. I love character growth. Plus, like when you see the characters, how they interact with each other and with the supporting characters, you also get life lessons from them, like be confident in yourself. Don't be a bully. Don't take things for granted. Treasure your family, things of that, like life lessons of that nature. So they're also good in that way too. And with the supporting roles too, like while granted they are less developed than the main characters, they still have a good amount of complexity to them as well. So like Ji-yoon, Do-yoon, the auntie, and Hani's older sister, they all have their layers to them. Like what you see is not necessarily what you get. And they all do, you know, like regular human beings, just like in real life. They just have their own good parts and they have their drawbacks. So, you know, that's all I got to say about the characters. All right, so set design, the costuming and styling. So from what I can tell, I tried to look this up, but I couldn't find anything. Perhaps I didn't look hard enough. But anyway, from what I can tell, I believe Hello Me is just shot in like a city. So like a location somewhere in South Korea. So you get your normal, like a traditional, like normal scenes that you would see in a modern K-drama. So, you know, you got grocery stores, got high end and middle class and low end homes. You got the corporate setting, got grocery stores, convenience stores, high end and regular restaurants, jails, things, you know, that you would see around your city or town in real life. So in that regard, nothing really stands out. But one thing that I did like about Hello Me's locations is that a lot of the locations, especially in the corporate setting, the marketing department, was very colorful. So I really like colorful. So a lot of color really pops out on the screen from the clothing too, but mainly from like the set design of places. It's really nice pops of color. And I also really like the interior designing of Hayeon's, Bahani's older sister, her home. I really love the interior design of that home. As far as costuming, makeup, and hair, you know, everything to me was pretty standard of a modern Korean drama. Everybody looked nice. Nobody looked cheap or tacky. The one thing I would say about costuming and styling is that you see as the show goes on, as the older Hani's, you know, life changes, her appearance changes as well. So it's like the outer is more reflective of her inner transformation. And I like that a lot. So I think that the costume and hair and the makeup department did a real good job in that area. So to sum all of this up, Hello Me is basically a story about giving yourself grace and, you know, being kinder to yourself. And also it's about loving your life, pretty much just loving your life, no matter if you ended up being exactly what you wanted to be, or maybe your life took a turn that you didn't expect and things didn't quite work out in your favor. It's about loving your life and loving who you are, and even accepting the most mundane parts of your life. Like not taking anything for granted. Don't waste a day, because we're not here for a long time, but we should be here for a good time. So with all that said, would I watch Hello Me again? Yeah, absolutely. It was a really good show. It was very funny. It held my attention from beginning to end. It had a good romantic subplot, nice cast of characters. Nobody really got on my nerves, not even the villains or the antagonists. Nobody really got on my nerves. This is also a drama I would recommend if you're trying to get your friends and loved ones into K-dramas. Recommend them this drama. It's actually pretty good. And the lessons taught are pretty universal. So with all that said, my grade of Hello Me is an A. All right, y'all. So that was my review of Hello Me. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button. Also, if you want to see me do more K-drama and C-drama reviews in the future, hit the subscribe button. I'll be here on YouTube. You know where to find me. was trying to week. That was our week. You know where to find me. Thank you again so much for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.